Not sure where I am. The place I wanted to get to this morning isn't open yet, so I'm just looking for spots. And there's this little puddle off to the side here, and it's off. Oh, I don't even know the name of the road. It's just a quick happen. I come around the corner, I'm like, oh, good place, pull over. And then this is what you get. And this is pull back onto the road right there. As to where I am, I don't know. I thought it was a good view to add in some video. Well, we're just outside of Thendara. We're in a little, it says parking area ahead. That's Route 28. Got bike spots for you. So we're just going to check this out real quick. Yeah, so got a nice plaque here. 1961. The Adirondack Mountains, a portion of the Appalachian chain, consist of sharply pointed peaks connected by immense ridges. 46 mountains have elevations greater than 4,000 feet. At Mount Mercy, with an altitude of 55,344 feet, is the highest lake tier of the clouds. Near Marcy's summit is the source of the Hudson River. To the, I'm going to butcher that name, to the Indians, we'll just say, Adirondack tree eater, a name given to their enemies, used as Indian hunting territory. The vast wilderness was not penetrated by white men until the late 18th century. Mining began at the end of that century, and Adirondack mines have yielded such ores as zinc, titanium, talc, and that just goes on. Railroad construction after 1871 turned remote forest retreats into popular summer resorts. The opening of automobile highways in the 20th century made the area accessible for all to enjoy. The Adirondack Mountains. And you can see where it gets hard to read, so it gives you, it's kind of like a welcome area. I did not plan coming all the way up here. The one spot I stopped, that doesn't open until 9, and I'm like, well, I knew this place was here when I drove by it twice. And there's some information over here I'll go check out too. Flatrock Mountain. Demonstration forest. I seen something back here when I was reading that sign. I tried to look. It says there's a loop trail back here, but I don't see it. I tried looking up for hiking locations back here, but they're either too long. Like there's one that's 14 miles. Sorry for the traffic noise. That road's pretty busy. So, and some spots aren't even listed. So I'm trying to figure out, there was one that was 14 miles long, but it wasn't worth the effort. I don't know if that's this trail or not. Flatrock Mountain. Let's go check this thing out over here, I guess. Yeah, so with the Flatrock Mountain demonstration forest, again, it doesn't tell you how, that's your trail map. It doesn't tell you how long, what trails you're on. You just, go in the woods, don't get lost. No, that's all private, advertisements. I see this gate up here, so I'm going to come up this road and go up the gate. Again, I googled the heck out of this area, and either the hiking trails were too long or they got poor reviews. And there's one hike that was 14 miles long, and yeah, it's just like, yeah. What am I hearing? There's a creek over here somewhere, it sounds like. Oh yeah, it's right there. Can you spot it? Well, we're in the Adirondacks once again. We're at Flatrock Mountain demonstration area. I'm not sure about trails or trail lengths. I'm going to do a lot of walking around, but the place I wanted to go to today is not open until 9. It's 7:30 right now, so I'm like, I got a couple hours to poke around here. There's a creek behind me, but you can't really see it. Now there's a trail over there. I might check that trail out instead of this access road, because that's what I'm walking on right now, is this access road. There appears to be a blue blaze trail over here. Huh. Alright. Look at the runoff. So, Flatrock Mountain in the Adirondacks, just outside of Thendara. That's Route 28. That's the main route into Old Forge. That's where your traffic noises come from. So this is what the place. It says parking area like 1/4 mile in each direction. And the last time I was up here to walk Bald Mountain, which was, you know, a mistake. I accidentally came upon it. And then ever since hiking Bald Mountain, I've been looking, searching this, Googling this area, and there's, you know, it's sketchy. Either the trails are over 5 miles long and excessive, or they got poor reviews, so I don't even know what this falls into. I didn't even know there's a hike in here. I'm like, oh, trail. I know there's a trailhead over there I would like to get to, but anyway. Flatrock Mountain Demonstration Forest. We've got a couple hours to kill. I did notice this Flatrock Mountain Loop Trail sign over here. I don't know how long this trail is or anything on it, but it's worth looking at for a while, I guess. We're in the Adirondack region. We're just outside of Thendara. I think it's Thendara. It's the Blue Blaze. There's something up here. I can't really make it out. Oh, here we are. Flatrock Mountain Loop Trail. Moderate difficulty, 2.2 miles. Get a trail map here. You gotta get that though. Well, that might be doable. 2.2 miles, but it kind of looks like an uphill battle. Flatrock Mountain Loop Trail. Let's try it. There's bears in the area, so as far as I know, that's ready to go. Alright. Yeah, I'm outside of my comfort level coming up to the Adirondacks. You got to remember, I live near Lake Ontario, where it's relatively smooth, but my climbing legs, those muscles are screaming right now. I'm not used to elevation. So I expect to visit the Adirondacks more and more as my work schedule allows. Because again, I still have a job. Some people on YouTube still work. So, you know, if I get time, I'll make a day trip up to the Adirondacks. And if I can't, I'll do something local. Whew. Oh, I'm glad my shoes are waterproof. Soggy. I did a ton of research into the Thendara, the Forge area, and the only thing that actually showed up that was a good trail was Bald Mountain. But I've already been there. So as I Googled the heck out of the place, this, I don't even think this came up. And it's just confusing until you're actually here personally, because there's one trail that somebody hiked at 5 miles to get at a certain spot, and they're like, it wasn't even worth it. The only exciting thing that happened was them getting eaten by bugs. But, now that I know the name of this location, I'll do some further research on it. See, they logged it recently. Nice open area here. I haven't seen any deer yet, though. The trails are well marked. But, you're in it for the journey. Yeah, this was logged, okay. I know where the trail is, but I'm kind of debating this. Does not look like it gets used much. Oh, okay. Note the viewers. There are thorns. So you're gonna want your protection for thorns. Because it's not just prunes. You got these little guys. Yeah. Going up. Hope there's something worthwhile up here. I guess this is where the loop part takes effect. There's got blue blades going that way, and they got blue blades down there. Follow the arrow. I guess they're going this way. Up along an outcropping. What? More climbing. Yeah, these trails are very overgrown. Again, I hope the trip up's worth it. Oh, I think I reached the top finally. Looks like oh yeah, got a nice view up here. Yeah, trip's worth it. I don't know how high we are right now. We are high. At least 500 feet up. Let's see where the trail continues to go. Yeah, the trail is pretty well overgrown, so keep that in your mind if you're coming during summer. But it's well marked, so even though the trail is mostly overgrown, you know where to go. Does not look like it gets used too much, that's for sure. Yeah, this ain't a bad trail. You definitely gives you a workout. The only issues I'm having is foliage. As I don't know what kind of view you'll have, but you're pretty much following the ridge for quite a ways. So if all the leaves are off the trees, is there some feature that would be out there that we could look at? But as of right now, there ain't much to look at. So if the leaves are all off the trees, like in the early spring and winter, is there something else? You know, there's got to be more scenery out there. But it's a good trail. It keeps you occupied. I can tell like right over there's some kind of ridge, but if you watch some of my Winona videos, and that's why I prefer hiking in the spring, because the leaves haven't grown out yet. But we're at least halfway through it, because I seem to feel we're turning back this way, because now the highway sounds going off that way. And because I don't live near mountainous regions, to feel how high we went up, my eardrums got some pressure against them where they were starting to get annoying. So I don't know how high in the air you have to be, but that's how high we got. My eardrums just weren't right for a few minutes. And then I went down this little grade and then it went away. So it's definitely elevation related. This is some kind of ridge right here. So I haven't seen any wildlife yet. It's early enough in the morning, the deer should be moving around or something. Like I said, you're in it for the journey. It's not always the destination. For me, the journey, because it's my first time, that's all I need. Yeah, not a bad hike. Like I said, if there's not as much foliage, there's probably something along that ridge line you can look out and see, maybe a mountain peak or something. For God's sakes, we're in the Adirondacks. Okay, we're gonna climb up this hill. That's a rain washout. I'm wondering what that is right there. It looks like the rain just washed it out. Oh, here's that ridge. See, that was something to look at too. The foliage wasn't here. You probably follow that ridge line right along all through here. Yeah, trail's well marked, because there's a couple times I'm like, get to this spot, I'm like, where am I supposed to go? Oh, okay. And this is where it gets tricky. This is the only downside I'm having, is finding footing, because it's not used much. So yeah, I can see here, but there's these nice little gems. I found one already. You're trying to walk through the ferns like this, and then all of a sudden, whammo! Yeah, so we're starting to turn back over toward the looping part. I just wish I lived closer to this area, because I like to explore this a lot. As I said, with work schedule now, if I get 2 days a week off, which is rare, I'll come to the Adirondacks and do some hiking videos farther away from home, because the trip to PA and all during the summer, the vehicle I have is equipped for overnight camping. So if I have 2 days off, I could leave and stay at night at a park or something. That's what I'm talking about today. You can't see where you're going. So, and if I only get 1 day off that week, and I still have areas in my hometown that need exploring. Yeah, I'm talking pretty loud because, I'm black bears, I don't know if they are in this part of the Adirondacks, and that's what they say to do, is make some noise, so I'm not being quiet, that's for sure. That was a big step, sorry. Had to make a quick assessment there. See, now I see a wet spot, but I can do this so many times. Yep, there would have been a rock right under my foot there. That'd have been make a roller. Hey, one person, somebody else has been down this trail probably a month ago. Again, I don't even know what it's called anymore. I know it's called Flatrock. We're on the Flatrock Trail in the Adirondacks. And that trail is, when you're going on Route 28, State Route 28, to Old Forge or Thendara, there's a parking area. That's where we are. And that's the trail we're exploring, is the Flatrock Trail. It's a 2.2 mile trail, it says. So, yeah, I'd say I have seen worse. It's not a bad trail. It definitely gives you some calorie burnout. I like it though. It's moderate. It's definitely moderate. Maybe, novice hikers might not want to be in here or something. A lot of tripping hazards and slipping hazards and falling hazards, and yeah, we're starting our way back toward the trailhead to the parking lot. Alright.
and it follows the ridge pretty much. So that must have been the top of the mountain at some point. They logged it all, but this whole thing went right around this area, so. We'll see. I think there was all that there was to see. And as you look down, there's another ridge. So we're definitely right around like the top of it. Now see, this is what I'm used to walking. This is no problem at this point. You forget you're on a mountain. That stump scared the crap out of me. That stump right there. I looked up there, what the? Again, high alert because bears could be in the area. See, again, I know there are bears in the Adirondacks, but I don't know what part. So, better safe. Better safe to be bear safe. Yeah, see, this side's pretty much flat. The other side there, your first mile, is pretty much uphill. Now this side's just nice and flat. Not too steep of a grade. Oh. Back to hide and seek. Working the stripping stone bee today, folks. This up ahead looks janky. Looks like a gateway for those cryptid fans. What's gonna happen if I walk through these rocks? At least they ain't stairs in the woods, but will I cross over to another dimension, or we'll leave you on to find out. Oh my God, that's creepy. Yeah, I was worried about those rocks in the beginning, but that worries me more. Man, that's been there a while. It's definitely abandoned. Not what I was expecting. Probably don't want to carry it out. He's like, oh, screw that. This thing ain't that expensive. I'm gonna carry. We can load that back out. I wonder if that hunter used those rocks as like a marker to know where his stand was. I bet you. Oh, here's some two rocks or something off right here. Good place to put a stand. Easy to find. I don't know if I'm close or not. But right along the trail seems a little sketchy too, so. Oh. I wonder if that was further up in the tree and it just happened to, over time, come back down. I don't know. Those are the questions that make you go, why is this guy stand still here? I'm gonna pick up garbage along the way, but I ain't gonna carry that thing back out. That ain't gonna fit in my plastic bag. Nope, here comes the stumbling stone. There's a boy there. Yep, okay. This looks interesting. And enough to be documented. We're definitely doing our descent back to the normal level, road level, highway level. Oh, it's soggy right there. I think half the Adirondacks for that stick break. Hey, yep, remember this catastrophe. We made it. That's the loop trail. There's the arrow. We're supposed to come out that way. I started to go that way, then I seen the blue up there, so I'm like, oh, I was supposed to go up there. I guess I was supposed to come this way. Now, what I'm going to do is there's an access road. I'm going to take that on the way out instead of going back that way. I think the old logging trail will be a lot easier at this point instead of going through the thorns and the water and everything else that was that way. We already seen that way, so I'm going to take this access road right out of here. Yeah, I'm sure there's probably more to look at in the middle of during the winter time before the leaves come out. You see the access road I'm walking down right now. Well, we'll get back to the parking lot and we'll talk back there. I still got some downhill to do. We need all hands available for this. Okay. Well, we'll talk when we get down there. Hopefully in one piece. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video on Flatrock Mountain. So, we'll wrap it up here. I think there's one more trail here. I didn't see any other trails on the road coming back down. And we did this trail here. But I don't know what all this is over here. So, I know at the other end of this parking lot, you might be able to see it when I get back on this access road. It's right behind trees right now. Let me go check out over here. There's a sign right there. Yeah, there's something over there, and there's like a wooden pedestrian bridge. But as for trail markers, I haven't seen any other, other than going that way. And there was nothing up to where I come out. And the only actual marked trail is right here. So, yeah, it's worth a visit. And again, this is the parking area off Route 28. So, nice little Rock Mountain there. Oh, alright, so we'll finish up that. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. And thanks for watching.